Hi guys, Marcus here and welcome to Chinese Entertainment Update, May 11th, 2021. I release episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and this is episode 384. Now because I use Chinese names quite a bit on my show, if you want the English spelling of them, click CC for English subs. I create them myself. In today's episode, I give updates on the movies Super Me and Man in Love. And Samsung announces Vin Zhang as their new ambassador to some netizens' disapproval. But first, here's what's recently premiered. No Boundary Season 2 is a fantasy costume drama starring Zhang Yishang and Darren Chen, and it premiered yesterday, May 10th. Set in the Tang Dynasty, the drama picks up where Season 1 left off, when a goddess played by Zhang Yishang descends to the mortal world and works with a constable played by Darren Chen to fight evil forces. Along the way, they fall in love. I talked about this sequel in my previous episode, and from what I can gather, those of you who watched Season 1 were fully expecting a sequel because Season 1 ended with a cliffhanger. Well, here it is. Enjoy. No Boundary Season 2 is slated for 20 episodes and is available on iq.com with English subs. Miss the Dragon is a fantasy costume drama starring Dylan Wang and Bambi Zhu, and it premiered on May 10th as well. It tells the story of a maidservant played by Bambi Zhu who rescues a snake for her mistress. Turns out the snake is actually a 1,000-year-old dragon played by Dylan Wang, and now he wants to marry her to repay her kindness. Their courtship and romance ends up spanning 3 lifetimes. I also spoke about this drama in my previous episode, and some of you said that the plot is kind of similar to that of 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, with the snake and the 3 lifetimes and all that. And yeah, I see it too. Let's just see what kind of new twists Miss the Dragon might bring to it. The drama is slated for 36 episodes and is available on WeTV with English subs. Love Crossed is a modern romance drama starring He Luoluo and Tai Luwa, and it premiered earlier today. It follows a series of romantic encounters between 2 girls and 4 virtual idols. It is slated for 36 episodes and is available on YouTube with English subs. Ugly Beauty is a modern romance drama starring Zheng He Huizi and Huang Shengchi, and it premiered earlier today as well. It follows a delivery girl who assumes her twin sister's identity and becomes an overnight showbiz sensation. A reporter becomes suspicious of her identity and gets close to her to investigate. Eventually, he finds the truth, and inadvertently, he finds romance. Ugly Beauty is slated for 24 episodes and is available on YouTube, no English subs at the moment, but they are coming soon. So far we have a couple of fantasy costume dramas and a couple of modern romance ones. There's also one last one, a Republican-era drama. Waves Against the Sand is a Republican-era drama starring Bao Jianfeng and Hai Qing, and it premiered earlier today as well. It follows the first generation of leaders and the formative years of the Communist Party in China. The drama is slated for 40 episodes and is available on YouTube, no English subs at the moment, and you have to search for it using its Chinese name. And that's it for what's recently premiered. Since there are quite a few of them, here's a recap. You can take a snapshot or write them down if any of them interests you. Moving on, here are some film updates, beginning with the Darren Wang movie, Super Me. Super Me is an action movie starring Darren Wang and Candy Song, and it hit Netflix on May 8th. The film actually made its premiere on the festival circuit in September 2019. It hit Chinese theaters in April and is now available online. Super Me follows Darren Wang's character, a stressed-out scriptwriter who one day discovers he has the superpower of being able to bring relics from his dreams into reality. He then cashes them in for stacks of cash. Darren Wang won many fans in Dramaland with his starring role in The Wolf. Interest in him is up, and now we get to see him in a new movie. I came across a few articles on it, and apparently it has kind of an ambiguous ending. I didn't read any further because I didn't want any spoilers. I'll probably check out the movie sometime this week when I have the time. And the next film I want to touch on is Man in Love, a Taiwanese movie starring Roy Chiu and Tiffany Su. According to a Taiwan news article on May 9th, the movie has grossed 390 million new Taiwan dollars, approximately 13.7 US dollars, since hitting theaters on April 1st. The movie is a remake of a Korean movie and tells the story of a ruffian debt collector who falls in love with one of his debtor's daughter and proposes for her to go on dates with him to clear her father's debt. Now, I said I wanted to touch on the movie, but what I really want to touch on is the Korean movie it's adapted from. I've watched it several times because I absolutely love it, and I want to recommend it to all of you. Also called Man in Love, the 2014 movie stars Hwang Jung-min and Han Hye-jin. It made me laugh, clap, and cry a few times. I loved everything about it. It also made Hwang Jung-min one of my favorite Korean actors. So if you can find a copy of Man in Love, the 2014 Korean version, or a site that streams it, do give it a watch. I believe it's on Amazon with English subs and possibly Netflix as well. I haven't seen Man in Love, the Taiwanese version, but seeing how it's doing so well, I might check it out too. Next up, here's some celebrity news with Vin Zhang. Samsung announces Vin Zhang as their new ambassador, to some netizens' disapproval. On May 5th, Samsung announced Vin Zhang as their new ambassador. Here he is endorsing the new Galaxy A52 5G cell phone. Nothing wrong with that, right? Oh no, but apparently there is. Back in 2016, Samsung recalled a bunch of Galaxy Note 7s worldwide after a few cases of exploding batteries, but they didn't recall the ones in China because they said those batteries were from a different source. Well, many Chinese consumers were not happy about that, and some felt they were being discriminated against. 5 years on, and some apparently still feel the sentiment. According to Sohu Entertainment, who ran an article on it, netizens jeered Vin Zhang for his Samsung endorsement and started group mocking the rattan actor online. Now, how will this affect his career? I don't think it'll affect it very much. I think he cultivated quite a bit of goodwill with his performance in Rattan, and that momentum will carry him through this. Plus, that whole thing was 5 years ago, and I think it's really just a small group of people. In fact, the negative comments aside, he also got some quite encouraging ones for his endorsement. And moving on, I recently finished watching the modern romance drama You Are My Hero starring Sandra Ma and Bai Jingting, and here are my final thoughts on it. Usually, when I finish watching any drama, I'll give my final thoughts by saying some of what I liked about it and some of what I didn't. I'll do the same with You Are My Hero. To date, the drama has a 7.7 rating out of almost 135,000 ratings on Douban, which is pretty good. Personally, I would give it something similar, like a 7 or a 7.5. Overall, I would say that hardcore fans of romance dramas will probably like it. So here's some of what I liked about it. Undoubtedly, number 1 is Sandra Ma and her radiant smile. Her performance was by far what I liked about it most. 2. Bai Jingting was awesome in his portrayal of a figure of authority. Initially, I had worries about how young he looked and how he would match Sandra Ma, but those worries were quickly put to rest as the two actors really clicked and had great chemistry. 3. The second couple, played by Chen Hao and Jiang Peiyao, were really good as well. I thought they had some funny moments together. Now here's some of what I didn't like about it. Somewhere in the middle of the drama, the plot started to plateau. The characters were just hanging out, going out on dates, and going about their lives with no real ups and downs, and that went on for a few too many episodes. I thought they could have done the entire drama in 30 episodes or less, really. And on that note, it's Tuesday today, so time for another segment of Where's Marcus At? So the title of the segment doesn't refer to where I'm at physically, it refers to where I'm at in the dramas I'm following. I'm currently following just one drama, but it's one that I'm totally caught up in. I'm on episode 28 of Court Lady starring Li Yitong and Xu Kai. So like I said, I am thoroughly enjoying this drama at the moment. I'm really drawn to the dialogue, the cinematography, the way the story is told, all that good stuff. Xu Kai and Li Yitong are doing terrific jobs with their respective characters, but the one criticism that I've read about them, and it's one that I agree with, is that we don't get to see them together very much. Based on the last 10 episodes or so that I've seen, I wouldn't even know that they're the male and female lead. But that's okay because the other characters are terrific and have some interesting storylines as well. There's only been one storyline that I've found a little bit annoying. And it's the one with Furo's sister. I won't give away any plot details, but I don't like how it started and how it's unfolding. Anyway, I'm following Court Lady on YouTube where it's available with English subs. And that's been another segment of Where's Marcus At? Just the one drama for now. I'll probably watch a few movies before I decide to pick up another drama. There's Super Me and Man in Love, which I mentioned earlier. And then there's Hi Mom, the big Lunar New Year hit that I've been putting off for a while. But I'm gonna watch it tonight as kind of like a belated Mother's Day thing. And before I let you guys go, I want to give a big virtual hug to Patrick Tran, who recently upped his pledge on my Patreon. Thank you for your support, Patrick. And that does it for this episode. This show would not be possible without your support, so I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, do subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button for more updates. If you'd like to contribute, check out my Patreon page, where for $1 or more a month, you'll have access to perks like recaps, requests, and have your questions answered. So stay safe, and as always, I wish you clear blue skies, good health, and happiness. Until next time, cheers!